Guys, this is Sanjay from FTC Team 7477 Super 7. Today, I'm going to be doing part 2 of Java local date and local time. So let's start by importing those. So you would do import java.time.local date, and pretty much the same thing for time. Import java.time.local time. Let's make a class. So public class main, since our file name must match our class name, and main method, which is public static void main string args. So let's talk about how you could format a date properly. You would use a date time formatter, which you could import by using this. Import java.time.format.date time formatter. So essentially how you do this, we could just keep an example of our date, right? So local date today equals local date dot now, right? So we're essentially calling the date of today. And now you can make a new datetime formatter. So we could do date time formatter. Let's call it formatter equals date time formatter of pattern. So date time formatter dot of pattern, and we could just format it sorry, I included the extra parentheses, sorry. So we could just format it as shown. dd year. So this is one way to format it, right? And how you could format the date, so let's create a new string, right? So let's create a string with our newly formatted date. So we could have string formatted date equals today dot format, and then in the parentheses we just put formatter. And let's say we're printing out our formatted date. We would just use IntelliJ's built-in shortcut formatted date. So let's say we run this. It's formatted in the way that we want it, because as you saw in the last part, it came as month, day, year, but now it's going to come as a day, month, then year. So we can use date formatter to customize how dates are displayed, making it much more readable. So you can also add and subtract days from stuff using some methods. So let's briefly touch on that. So let's say we want the date in 5 days, right? We could do local date future date, because it's date in 5 days, and we could just make that today dot plus days, and the amount of days, let's say 5 days, right? And you could also subtract it, right? So you could also subtract days, months, and even years. So let's say I have local date task date. We would just make that today dot minus months, years. I'm just gonna make minus months. So let's subtract 3 months from this, right? And now let's print this out. So let's print out our future date, and let's see our past date. As you can see, this is date 5 days from February 17th, 2025, and this is date 3 months ago from February 17th, 2025. So, in conclusion, you can use a datetime formatter for custom date formats, and you can easily manipulate dates with plus and minus methods, such as plus days or minus months. Thank you guys for watching this Super 7 programming tutorial, and see you next time.